Welcome to the wizarding world of Harry Potter. I'm Prasanna, and today on Enchanting Tales, we're doing something very interesting. We're diving into the world of Harry Potter. So, what are we waiting for? Let's get into it. Aloha Mora! Hi, and welcome to Enchanting Tales. This is a channel where we talk about books that we love, books that we don't, and everything in between. So, let's get into it. Anybody who's grown up in the late 90s or early 2000s has probably come across Harry Potter. And if you haven't, I don't know what rock you're living under. But yes, Harry Potter has been nothing short of a phenomenon, being one of the most sold books around the world and also one of the biggest franchises. It is absolutely magical, and not just because the book is about wizards and witches, but it did something that a lot of books before it had been unable to do. Harry Potter, at least in my opinion, I feel has been responsible for getting an entire generation of kids to actually read, which I think is the biggest miracle and the biggest magic trick ever. So yeah, Harry Potter may have come out in 1997. Yes, the first book was published then. But even after all these years, the magic endures, and there are enough and more of us who've grown up reading Harry Potter and have been not just fans but worshippers of the entire wizarding world of Harry Potter. So then it is a little surprise that when there is some interesting merchandise drop happening, or when there's a movie that's coming out, or for that matter, when there is the news about a new series coming out, we're all kind of going a little nuts about it. I am also one of those Potterheads, and yes, I've also, gone and figured out what is my house, and I've read all the books. I have also read A Cursed Child. I've over the years amassed a fair bit of Harry Potter merchandise as well. But yes, this week was a little insane because a popular chain of stores, Miniso in India, dropped this amazing Harry Potter merch, and of course, everyone went nuts, and so did I. And I sort of want to do like a little bit of a haul to take you guys through what is it that I spent all my adult money on. So yeah, that's what this video is going to be about. But at the same time, I'm also going to talk about a book that I bought, which is, of course, a Harry Potter book. This is an amazing edition of the first Harry Potter book. It is by this design company called MinaLima, and I'm going to show you why it is absolutely stunning. So let's begin this video by first getting into the book, and then I will show you my loot. So, as I mentioned, I'm going to be talking about this amazing, this extremely beautiful edition of Harry Potter that I'm holding here in my hand. First of all, it's a hardcover, and it has this beautiful embossed title over here, and some amazingly embossed design in gold. And the spine, you have to check out the spine, is just really pretty. And then, what is absolutely amazing about this book and what makes it even more magical is that it has amazing illustrations inside, and along with the illustrations, it is also a pop up book. Okay, to begin with, when you just open the book, this is the inside, I don't know what you call it, the first page, so to say. And if you see very closely, it has tiny little wizards and witches flying around on brooms uh, across a starry sky. How lovely is that? Then, when you go into it, there's a dear Harry sitting in his tiny little hole of a room in his uncle's house. Okay, and now, forgive me, I'm going to be a little indelicate over here, but you have to see this. This is what I'm talking about. This is Diagon Alley. And just, whoops, I want to be very careful while I open this. Just look at how absolutely stunning it is. Like, I want to go, visit there. I want to jump inside this little paper cutout. And this is the first time Harry and Hermione and Ron get to actually see Hogwarts. How cool is that? The Mirror of Erised. Isn't it just magical? And this is the game of chess that Ron plays at the end of the book. I don't have words for how beautiful this book is. I think this has definitely become one of my most prized possessions. And book 2 and book 3 are also out in this edition. So, of course, I'm going to buy it. It's expensive, but that's okay. So yes, as I mentioned in the beginning of this video, that there is a cool merchandise drop that has happened at Miniso, and I definitely went nuts over there. So this is a little glimpse about what are those things that I picked up. One, of course, being this coffee tumbler, which has become now my daily coffee drinking tumbler for my coffee. That makes sense in my head. But yes, this is one of those things. And of course, I don't know if you can see this. I'll put a little close up later. But this is a little necklace, which is a bottle of Polyjuice potion with the sorting hat right next to it. So wearing a Hedwig hair clip. And there is a scrunchie, which is a Harry Potter scrunchie. It mentions Hogwarts, and it has the H for Hogwarts that is mentioned on it. Some of the other things that I picked up include, and this is pretty cool, a chocolate frog. Now, this is actually an eraser. And why did I pick up an eraser? I don't need an eraser. I don't really use pencils, but the eraser is shaped like a chocolate frog, and it comes in the packaging of a chocolate frog. So, of course, I had to get it. Then, now that we have an eraser, we also need a little notepad, don't we? So, here is my Platform 9 3/4 notepad. And how stinking cute is it? It is adorable. I love it. Along with all of this, you also need a pen, don't you? I didn't find a Gryffindor pen, but I did find a Slytherin pen. And this is that pen. Of course, it's Harry Potter, so it has to be a magical pen, right? And it is a magical pen. Why? Because it's not just any pen. It doesn't just write. What it also does is project stuff. Want to see how cool it is? I'm going to show you how this projector works. There's like a little button on this and the projector, and there are these slides so you can like go through it. So I'm going to show you the Slytherin symbol. Just look at how absolutely cool that is. Okay, there's still a lot more Gryffindor stuff to show, but I quickly wanted to show you this little Slytherin wallet that I got for my husband. And yeah, it's a pretty solid wallet. And it has a little Slytherin sigil on top of it. Then, the next thing we have on our list, and this is by far one of my favorite things. You look at this, you see this little satchel which says Hogwarts on top, and it has the platform behind. This is a little earpods case. How amazing is that? I love this thing. Next thing on my list, and I'm sorry if I'm a little off center in the video because I have a little puppy that's being a little needy over here. But anyway, the other thing on my next thing on my list is this really luxurious looking Gryffindor eye mask. And I have a similar one in Slytherin as well. Now, since we're back on Slytherin, I also got my husband some socks, which are pretty cool. Then the next thing is this very cool Hogwarts and Harry Potter pencil case. And what I like the most about it is that the chain actually says Harry Potter, which is pretty awesome. Then I got another really, really cool thing, which is this satchel. How absolutely lovely is it? I'm in love with this color. I am in love with everything about it. It's just absolutely fantastic, and it's going to be my new go to bag that I'm carrying around everywhere I go. And if you thought that coffee tumbler I showed in the beginning of the video was the only utensil I bought for myself, oh, you're so wrong, because here I have two more sippers. This is, of course, for dear husband, which is a Slytherin slipper. And here is the most amazing looking Harry Potter, whatever, water cup. And it's amazing. It holds like some 1.5 liters of water, which is fantastic for hydration. Yeah, that's pretty much all I bought from Miniso. Oh, wait, is it though? Here's one more thing that I got from there, and this is a plushie. And oh my god, it is so, so, so cool. Just look at it. So, yes, that's the platform. And if you see behind, there's Harry Potter, and it's really soft and it's really nice. And yeah, it's also I use it for my backrest because I'm in my 30s and my back hurts. So yes, I think any crazy Harry Potter fan will tell you that there are so many different books out there and characters out there, and there are companies that come up with all this merchandise, but the kind of frenzy that Harry Potter creates is unparalleled, because it is truly one of those books that has not just defined a generation but continues to inspire and excite newer generations. With every kid that discovers the magic of Harry Potter, uh, there are new fans that are brought into the fold. And honestly speaking, that's what this is all about. And while I know that buying merchandise and owning merchandise and all this is a little crazy, and the fact that I cannot be trusted with adult money because I have zero self control. But at the same time, it does feel nice to be able to, own a small piece of magic, even if it's in the form of a lifeless thing, because at the end of the day, there is that magic of absolute excitement about loving these books so much that is associated with it. And that's really what all this is about. So, yes, that's sort of my video for today. And I know it's a little different from what I've been doing so far. And I'm going to be trying and switching things up and trying out different things as to what works, what doesn't. But yeah, this is something that I've really enjoyed doing. And I've definitely enjoyed shopping for it. My credit card, not so much. But yeah, it's been fun, and that's what I'm going to be trying, and that's what I'm going to be doing. And I'll be back with my next video focusing on some more interesting books. Until then, why don't you tell me in the comments below which has been your absolute favorite Harry Potter book and why, and who's your favorite Harry Potter character. Mine is Hermione, because yeah, my husband thinks that I kind of am her, because I was a studious kid, always liked to study. You could always find me in the library. In fact, I had 4 library cards growing up. Uh, and I am somebody who has to be absolutely right. My exam answers have to be right. I who's usually a topper, and basically Hermione. So yes, that is my favorite character. Please let me know who's yours, and thank you so much for watching this video and for hearing me ramble on and on about Harry Potter and being absolutely nuts about it. So yes, before you leave, please share, like, subscribe. Uh, I'd be very, very happy to grow this channel even more and have more Potterheads and everybody else join me in this wonderful journey of discovering interesting books. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much.